Almost there. You got it? Right, quietly now. Come on. Nice view.
Nen.
No, I was talking about the mountains. Really.
Okay, my friends, welcome back to my brutal difficulty walkthrough for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. This is chapter number 22. It's a very long chapter, there's a lot of things for us to do, a lot of treasures for us to collect. In total there are 8 treasures. And so far it's one of the most difficult chapters in the game, at least on brutal difficulty, because like I said, it's a very long chapter. And there's quite a few sequences that are rather unfair, and you can die pretty much automatically before you even get a chance to fight back. This first area, however, is alright. We're going to dispose of all the enemies. There's one more, but we're going to catch him off guard. Pick up the first treasure in this chapter right here. And now let's get behind this truck. There's one more soldier, but we're going to catch him before he can do anything. There we go. And there's a very important weapon that you can use here, the crossbow. The crossbow allows you to take care of your enemies without making any noise, so it's a very good stealth weapon.
This way.
Careful.
Even though eventually we will have to enter in a fight against all of Lazarevic's men, because this game simply doesn't want you to complete a section using stealth alone. You have to fight your way through it, but that's just how Uncharted is. Let's take care of that guy, and let's pick up another crossbow. She's very well hidden here in the corner. And now we can move on ahead. I think they made this chapter so long to make up for the fact that the previous chapter is incredibly short. There's a treasure here for us to pick up, but we're going to save it for later. For now, let's dispose of the enemies. And then we'll worry about the treasure. There we go, that guy's down. And the guy with the shotgun, he'll eventually see me, so I'm just going to fire at him. I don't think it's a good idea for you to try and sneak up behind him, because there's a very good chance that he'll turn around automatically and shoot you. And at point blank range, on brutal difficulty, you'll die automatically with a single bullet, so it's not a good idea. You might as well take care of the remaining enemies here, but there's so much ammunition that you can pick up that you won't have any issues. And the big gate provides pretty decent cover. There's more enemies though. In fact, you'll notice that on this chapter, the waves of enemies are huge. They come at you 4 or 5 at the same time. It's problematic. But let's get the treasure now. We have to head down. So jump down here, be careful not to fall. And the treasure is right here in the pole. There we go. Quite an odd place to place the crown, but oh well. And there was one left. And now we need to find a way to reach that red gun. But before we do that, let's collect a little bit more ammunition. I would use the M4 for this next segment, alongside the Desert 7 that enemy drops. Okay, let's push the crate a little bit forward, not too much though, because if we push it forward too much, then the next wave of enemies will appear automatically and will be pinned down. So as soon as you push it up until that point, immediately jump to this side and left side here, and we'll pick off the enemies one by one. That's why the Desert 7 is so useful. Let's take care of that guy as well, even though he has an M4, so if I stick my head out, there's a very good chance that he'll kill me before I manage to shoot him, so instead I'm going to throw a grenade over there. That should work. That guy's down. There's another one. Oh boy. See? Almost got me. Let's see if I can get him from here. Yeah, I can. There we go. I'm going to try and use this gas canister. See if I can use it to dispose of an enemy or two. They'll run behind those pillars once they see me. Apparently right now they're focused on Elena. There we go. Did that get him? Nope. They're rather resilient, aren't they? Two more enemies. Let's see here. Oh, whoops, that was a waste. You really have to be careful with these guys with the M4, they'll kill you so quickly. Well, honestly, on Brutal, anyone will kill you quickly. Doesn't matter what weapon they have. I swear they could have a water gun and Drake would still die in 2 shots. But now here comes the next wave of enemies. It's a huge wave of enemies, but if you can shoot them before they cross the bridge, you'll be able to dispose of them before they start firing at you. And if you do this, then you will be okay. But if they cross the bridge, I would advise you to leave the turret and head to cover, because they'll kill you very quickly. I think that the way the AI works here is that until Elena crosses the bridge, they'll keep firing at her, but once they follow Elena, they'll start firing at Drake. And before we leave, there's another treasure for us to pick up. So treasure number 3, here it is. There we go. It's something. I'll let your imagination go wild on that one. And I'm debating if I should take the M4 with me or the shotgun. I'm gonna take the shotgun for now. It's not a big deal, because even if I want to use the M4 later on, there's going to be plenty of weapons for us to pick up. So for now, I'll stick with the shotgun. And let's head towards the other side of the gate. This is where things start getting harder.
I'll hold it. You go first.
Okay. That was close.
It's a long way down.
Okay, now we're going to
That
get
seems the only way across.
yet another treasure. First we need to
I think I see a road
head
down
down, and we need to head towards the opposite direction. Drake doesn't need any gloves, he can do this just like this. But at this point we're not surprised by Drake's strong hands, I guess. And we can move on along while Elena climbs down. She will automatically teleport here. To the other side we go.
You're gonna have to jump for it. I'll catch you.
Okay.
I got you.
I don't know if I would trust Drake, honestly.
See? No sweat. Come on, over here.
Okay.
Give me a hand. We'll push it. That's it.
Whew. Hey, we can climb up this thing now. Come on.
Well, she's in a hurry.
Be careful. God knows how old these boards are.
Hey, I found a rope.
And by the way, the reason why it took me so long to release this chapter, some of you might not know this, but I moved countries. So trying to get my life organized right now. Otherwise I would have done it sooner.
Look. Up there. Is that them?
Yeah. They're moving Schaefer into that tower. Damn it.
Come on, we've got to hurry.
Actually, Helena, we're not going to hurry because before we get to Schaefer, we're going to get another treasure. So jump down here. And you can see the treasure shining over there in the corner. Who would leave a treasure there? And up we go. And this next section is going to be a pain. I foresee a lot of issues.
It's locked. There's no way we're getting through here.
Okay. I'll try to find another way around. Open it from the other side. You sit tight.
All right, just try to be subtle. We don't want to attract any unnecessary attention.
Subtle. Right. Got it.
Okay, so up we go. Before we move up the tower, we're going to collect another treasure. Sometimes I miss this jump on my first attempt. I don't know what happens, but it's like Drake just changes directions mid-air and he lands in a completely different area and falls down. So here's the treasure, make sure you shoot it down and pick it up. There we go. I was just thinking that Drake could take all the treasures that he collects to Pawn Stars and make a few $1,000s that way. If you don't know what Pawn Stars is, check the History channel. It's actually kind of a fun show. But let's move up, and here's a very important tip. You see the darker red tiles? Don't grab those because they'll break and they will alert the enemy to your presence. And you'll die automatically as soon as you cross this area because they'll all be firing at you. Amazing how none of them notices their friend falling down. Hey Mark, was that just Ted falling down? Yeah, I think it was. Should we do anything about it? No. Oh, AI. It's rather entertaining. But yeah, like I was saying, if you grab those darker red tiles, they'll break and the enemies will automatically start firing at you. And on Brutal, there's no way that you'll get out of that situation. We're just going to stay up here now and we're going to shoot the enemies one by one. Very important though, that guy with the Desert 7, make sure he climbs up and shoot him up there, because when you climb down, that will automatically trigger a cutscene. And we want that Desert 7 for the next segment. It's fairly easy to pick off the enemies one by one here. You can get them with headshots, you can shoot them when they throw grenades at you, so you won't waste a lot of ammunition doing this. Plus, you can go wild with the handgun, because like I said, we're going to pick up the Desert 7 in just a few moments. So it really doesn't matter if you waste all of your handgun bullets. You should really learn not to throw grenades at me. There we go. There's one more sneaky little bugger though. He's behind that pillar right there. And that guy's annoying because when you jump down from here, you usually wouldn't notice that he's there, and he will automatically shoot you down and kill you before you can do anything. So make sure you get him before you climb down. Pick up that Desert 7, very important weapon to have, because as soon as we climb down these steps, all hell's going to break loose, so be ready, guys.
So much for subtle.
Talk to the guy with the RPG.
Immediately shoot that guy with the RPG, guys, otherwise, oh boy, he's so annoying. He might fire a rocket before you even have time to do anything, and if he happens to aim in the direction where you are, well, you'll die before you get a chance to do anything. So essentially I wanted to get the Desert 7 to take care of that guy. There's a sniper rifle standing in front of us, but running towards it and picking it up is a risk on Brutal. Because remember, it takes 2 bullets to kill you. The enemies will be firing at you and throwing grenades at the same time. So with that said, proceed with your own judgment here. If you really want to grab the sniper rifle, do it. But I would only do it after you take care of the first wave of enemies, otherwise you might be in trouble. See? This works better. And let's head back into cover. Resilient, aren't you? About time. And now we can take care of the last guy. There's one more. We'll just wait for him to move forward. Here he comes. Not a very smart decision, is it, buddy? Run in the direction where you're being shot at. Oh well. The only good thing about Brutal difficulty is that the AI in this game is as stupid as ever. So you can use that to your advantage. There will be more enemies soon. And there's the first contestant. This section's probably going to take me a while. And this section is glitched, just so you know. After you clear this entire area, there's a very good chance that Elena won't move forward. So you'll try to move forward on your own, and Drake will die automatically. I'll let you know once we reach that part. There's going to be more enemies here. I really have to be extra careful here. Oh, there's another guy with a shotgun. Let's get behind here again. Oh, he just dodged my... No, maybe I got him still. I think I actually managed to damage Elena more than I did the enemy. So sorry about that, Elena. It wasn't intentional. Of course that guy had to run away. Okay, one more. And now here come the snipers.
Ah, shit. We got snipers.
We're sitting ducks down here. Get me up that ladder.
And there's 2 treasures to pick up here. But we're going to dispose of all the enemies first, and then we'll come back down and take care of the enemies. Because one of the treasures, it's very easy to die in order to get it. So I'm going to clear this section first, just to be on the safe side.
Come on.
Because having to deal with the snipers shooting at me while I worry about making the jump is not a good thing. And there's 2 more enemies up here. I'm going to actually jump back down. Take cover and try to find a good angle to shoot them, because if I stay up there with the 2 snipers aiming at me plus these 2 enemies, I'd be dead before I knew it. And I really don't want to replay this section, because it's kind of a pain, really. It's just so random. Oh, I wish I could shoot him through here, but I guess I can't.
Freaking kidding me.
But if I get behind here, maybe I'll be able to get him. There he is. Let's see if I can get his pretty little head.
You're dead.
Oh,
Shit.
bugger.
Incoming!
You know, Elena, you could be rather useful here and just shoot the guy once when he's throwing the grenade and finish him off that way.
We'll see about that. Here we go.
This is the part where I have to improvise. Let's see here. There he is. Let's get him. There we go. And now up we go. Up the ladder, there's 2 more enemies. We're just going to throw a grenade here. I really don't want to waste more time. And now we'll keep going up until we reach the sniper rifles. And then we're just going to stay on top of the tower and shoot them all.
Gotta get across that bridge.
We can't go out there now. Those snipers will cut us to pieces.
Hey, I think there's a sniper rifle up there.
How can Elena see that there are sniper rifles up here? Anyway, let's take care of the guy with the RPG first. He's our main problem. There we go.
Whoa! Shit, did I do that?
Yes, you did. Whoops, wrong weapon. And he's down as well. Can't get them from here, I guess.
Here we go. Ah, crap. See.
That guy's down. And here they come. You shall not pass, Bilbo Baggins. Whoops. Okay, one of them is going to pass. Fly, you fools. Almost there. That's actually pretty fun, we're picking them off one by one. All these red lights are going to give me a seizure. Stop it. There we go, about time. And let's take care of the 2 extra snipers.
Oh, crap.
There we go. And there's an enemy hiding here somewhere. I guess he did manage to pass. There we go. And that's all of them. But now unfortunately we have to climb down, and make sure you pick up a sniper rifle. They'll keep respawning until you dispose of all the snipers. But the sniper rifle is really going to come in handy in the next segment. So I would use it as my main weapon for now. But for now let's focus on grabbing those 2 treasures. So first we'll start with treasure number 6 in this chapter. We need to go towards the entrance, here we go, and fall down here. And the treasure is down there. So let's climb down. There we go. And now let's get the next treasure, which is treasure number 80 in your overall count, if memory serves me right. So you should have 80 treasures after you pick up this next one, and you should get a reward. Elena's not moving, which is kind of annoying. She should be moving by now and heading towards the exit. That might mean that we'll encounter that glitch, but we'll see. So we're going to make this jump, but we have to jump in the last second, otherwise we won't make it. If you jump too soon, you won't be able to grab onto this side and you'll die. Okay. Expert fortune hunter, so there we go. The 80th treasure. If you don't see this trophy appear, that means you missed a trophy or a treasure. And here we go. Hopefully that made Elena decide to move. And it seems that she did. On my practice run, I had to restart this segment because Elena didn't move, and when I tried to cross the bridge by myself, Drake automatically died. It's really silly and actually kind of annoying how they didn't bother to fix any of the glitches that existed in the original game. Like, not one of them is fixed.
There they are.
That son of a bitch. We don't have much time. We're gonna hurt.
Come on!
And there she goes. Right behind you.
Are you okay?
Run! Keep going! Oh boy.
Nate! You still down there?
It's never a good sign when a character runs ahead of Drake while crossing a bridge. You know that something bad's going to happen. Every single time. Okay, Elena must have super strength, because that was ridiculous.
Again.
Deal.
I'm really surprised that she was able to push Drake up.
Come on, give me a hand.
Okay, forward we go. The hardest part is over, honestly. But this next segment, we can also die very easily. But we'll be careful. There's a strategy.
There's Lazarevich.
Stand guard. Stay alert. Yes, sir.
Where's Schaefer?
I don't know. They must be holding him up there.
Okay guys, as soon as we move down the steps, the next wave of enemies will appear, and we're going to immediately climb down the steps again and use this area for cover.
That's it. Right. Okay.
One more, here we go. And immediately after those guys go down, there will be enemies coming from the right side. It's a never-ending story, really. Let's see if I can get... Yes, yes. Good, good, good. If you hit those armored dudes with a headshot, with a sniper rifle, they'll die automatically, and that's why I told you that it was important for you to bring the sniper rifle into this area. It makes it a lot easier. Come on.
Come get some!
I want to run forward, but truth be told, if I stay here, it's a pretty good hiding spot for when the snipers appear. However, in order to trigger their appearance, I need to move forward. Plus I need to pick up a little bit more ammunition. There we go, that's the Desert 7, but we're going to save it for the next part. Stop aiming at me. It's kind of annoying how if you press circle close to a wall, Drake will automatically try and seek cover next to the wall, but sometimes that leaves him wide open for the enemies. So we had to do a little bit of a dance there. Roll and duck, roll and duck, roll and duck to reach our safe zone.
Okay.
Oh, there's another one. How many enemies are there, huh? It gets a little old after a while. How they just keep throwing more and more enemies at you. It reaches a point where you're like, okay, we get it. We know this section's supposed to be hard, but give us a break.
Okay, this way.
But it's kind of insane the amount of soldiers that Lazarevich had working for him. So let's pick up the Desert 7 and going to take the sniper rifle with me. It's going to work as better than the grenade launcher. So let's jump down. And guess what, guys? The next section is the final part of this chapter, so yeah, we have that to look forward to. Because on Brutal, yeah, this chapter, it was frustrating. But things should go pretty smoothly at this point. Let's just move forward. There's one more treasure for us to pick up, so we'll get that.
All right, just like the fire escape.
But that's in the final zone of this chapter.
When you get up there, kick it down.
Oh no.
I didn't mean literally.
Oh. Hang on. Back away. Special delivery.
Good thinking.
And now we just have to cross through.
Here we go. Oh. Ow. You hanging in there?
Guess we can just enjoy the view here.
Alright. There you go.
That's not a good sign. I think I just saw one of those rabbit mountain goats jumping around. But we'll take care of these enemies first before we worry about them.
Stay alert.
Enjoy the view. Well, at least this time they didn't ignore their buddy getting pushed down into the abyss. Oh, I didn't expect that guy to run. And I just wasted a grenade. Well, have another one. And we'll use the Desert 7 here. Okay, that guy totally hit me through the pillar, but whatever. Oh, look at that, Elena actually disposed of the guy because she shot him while he was about to throw a grenade. So good job, Elena. I think that's all of them. So let's get the last treasure in this chapter. So this is treasure number 81. Remember, in this chapter there are 8 treasures. If you're missing one of them, well, just rewatch this part and you'll find it. Let's jump here and pick up the treasure. We always have to shoot it down. And before we step outside, let's pick up the Desert 7 again, because chapter 23 starts automatically as soon as we open a certain door. And chapter 23 is going to be problematic as well. But it's not as long as chapter 22, so that's why I would say it will hopefully be easier to complete. But we shall see how it goes. So, yep, just fooling around here a little bit. We need to get through that door. And as soon as we go through that door, chapter 23 will start. But that's for the next part. So I really hope you enjoyed this segment. I hope you found it useful. I'm sorry it took a little bit to release it, but again, moving countries, that's a big deal. And I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care.
Must be where they're holding Schaefer. Ah, crap. Get down.